Hello friends! Our channel's new edition of the latest football news is with you. Give this video a like and write in the comments below who do you think will be able to score more goals this season, Mbappe or Haaland? Without further ado, let's get the show on the pitch. Cody Gakpo will sign a contract with Liverpool until the summer of 2028. He will fly to England the other day. The Football Association of Argentina will renew the contract of the national team head coach Lionel Scaloni in the near future. I couldn't sleep for 2 days after that defeat against Argentina. I was disappointed, of course. You're so close, even after going 2-0 down. Unfortunately, you missed an important shot. It hurts a lot. I had a very tough afternoon and evening. I disconnected from football for a while and took the opportunity to be with my family. That's the most important thing in life, Virgil van Dijk shared. Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp played a key role in the transfer of Cody Gakpo. He wanted new winger because of the injuries. Atalanta are planning to sign 20-year-old Hajduk winger Stipe Buke in the winter. Real Madrid are confident that they have to bring their graduate Fran Garcia, who currently represents Rayo Vallecano, back to Santiago Bernabeu. Norwich City have sacked their manager Dean Smith after a poor run of form. We are gonna have a conversation with Suarez's representatives. Although it has been mentioned several times by the journalists that we already met, a definitive conversation is yet to occur, Gremio Vice President Paolo Calefi told. Lionel Messi will not be available for PSG's upcoming fixtures against Strasbourg, Lens and Châteauroux. He will return to action for the game against Angers on January 11th. Daley Blind has left Ajax as a free agent, making 333 appearances for his home club. Real Madrid forward Mariano Diaz will miss the match against Real Valladolid due to injury. Cristiano Ronaldo's eldest son has reportedly been signed back by Real Madrid Academy, which he left 4 years ago. 35-year-old Domenico Criscito has returned to Genoa. His last club was FC Toronto. Leeds United have opened talks for the move of RB Salzburg defender Maximilian Wöber. The English side offered €11 million plus €5 million in bonuses. Borussia Dortmund will return Ansgar Knopf, who is currently on loan at Eintracht Frankfurt. The Hornets see him as Thorgan Hazard's successor. Bayer Leverkusen expect to keep right back Jeremy Frimpong at least until the end of the season. Former AC Milan and Italy striker Alberto Gilardino will become the new head coach of Genoa. He was in charge of the Red and Blues for 4 games on an interim basis. Atletico Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur, Olympique Marseille and Feyenoord are all eyeing Stéphane de Vrij, whose agreement with Inter Milan expires in the summer. Chelsea and AS Monaco defender Benoit Badiashile have agreed personal terms. In the near future, the clubs will agree on a fee of around 35 to 40 million euros. Salernitana are eager to make a loan bid for Tottenham's 20-year-old midfielder Pape Matar Sarr in the near future. Inter Milan have stopped negotiations for Roberto Gilardini's contract renewal. Thus, he will leave the club as a free agent, with Torino and Monza showing interest in his services. After selling Cody Gakpo, PSV are set to sign 23-year-old Molde forward Ola Brynhildsen. Reece James has picked up an injury in a clash with Bournemouth. He was substituted in the 53rd minute in his first appearance after a long absence. Juventus will attempt to acquire Brighton and Argentina midfielder Alexis McAllister. Massimiliano Allegri was impressed by his World Cup performance. Atletico Madrid have identified Real Betis striker Borja Iglesias as the man to fill the boots of Joao Felix, who will leave the Indians in the summer. Chelsea have ended their 5-game winless streak in the Premier League. We will try to do something, but we have to follow the club's vision. Tottenham want to invest in young players, as we did with Kulusevski and Bentancur. Talents but with accessible salaries. That's what we'll try to do, Antonio Conte said. PSG are preparing an offer to Fiorentina for 2022 World Cup star Sofiane Amrabat. The Italians won 30 million euros for their asset. Fiorentina are keen on buying Atalanta midfielder Jeremy Boga in January. The club from Bergamo no longer counts on him. Marcus Rashford backed his 10th goal for Manchester United in all competitions this season. This is double his tally from last term. Arsenal could build a statue of Arsène Wenger outside the Emirates Stadium. The level of Cody Gakpo's development did not impress Man United's scouting department, who watched the Dutchman, so the club gave him up to Liverpool. Former Iran international striker Ali Daei said an international flight was diverted so that his wife and daughter could not leave the country. he is in the UAE. According to a poll, 43.7% of Argentines would choose Lionel Messi as president of the country. AC Milan are considering AS Roma midfielder Nicola Zaniolo as a perfect replacement for Rafael Leao in case the Portuguese quits the club. Yesterday, we had 2 Premier League matches starring top clubs, in which we did not see much intrigue. Chelsea dealt with Bournemouth even before the 24th minute mark. Kai Havertz opened the scoreline, finishing Raheem Sterling's superb cross. And then Mason Mount doubled the lead for Graham Potter's side as the pensioners eventually shattered their losing streak with a fine long-range strike. Manchester United also slotted 2 goals home against Nottingham Forest ahead of the halftime break. Marcus Rashford brilliantly made use from a corner, while Anthony Martial made the difference clear from Rashford's pass. The Brazilian duo Casemiro-Fred wrapped things up, with the first providing an assist and the second leaving no chance for Wayne Hennessy. Moving on to the main news of the release. Real Madrid are drawing up a long-term roadmap, which has revealed whom the club wants to see as the new left-back. Los Blancos are plotting to do their best to buy Canadian fullback Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich in the summer of 2024. The contract of the 22-year-old player with Bavarians runs until the summer of 2025, so the Merengues expect to receive a discount. However, Bayern have no plans to let Davies go, preparing to offer him a new deal. Real no longer sees a regular first-team performer in Ferland Mendy. Shakhtar Donetsk were not satisfied with Arsenal's first bid for Mikhailo Mudryk, which amounts to 45 million euros plus 20 bonuses. The champions of Ukraine value their prospect even higher, asking for 85 million for his services, including bonuses. It is expected that talks between the clubs may go on until the end of January. Transfermarkt values Mudryk at 40 million euros. Aside from Arsenal, Newcastle United are also looking to recruit the popular youngster. Serge Busquets will speak to Joan Laporta after holidays in order to announce his further plans. The Spaniard has not yet informed the club or the coaching staff about his final decision. In the last few days, there have been reports on Busquets possibly staying until January 2024. Although neither Busquets wants to review his extension, nor the coaching staff would be happy if the midfielder remains for a few months only. Despite interest from Premier League goliaths, Borussia Dortmund whizkid Youssoufa Moukoko considers Barcelona the priority option to pursue his career route. For the sake of playing at Camp Nou, the German is willing to accept even financial concessions. Barcelona management knows that Moukoko will not end up in the Premier League, as he will either extend his stay with Dortmund or bust Blaugrana roster. Atletico Madrid ace Joao Felix has become a top target for Chelsea in the winter transfer window. The Blues feel confident enough to win the race against Arsenal and Manchester United, also considering to take the Portuguese on loan with no buyback option. Graham Potter thinks of putting Benfica graduate on the winger position, the role he does at Portugal. Manchester United become favorites in the battle for Enzo Fernandez. The Red Devils are set to fork out 120 million euros for the Argentine youngster right now, while Liverpool are still negotiating. Real Madrid decided that they wanted to have Bellingham on the roll instead, not Fernandes. But according to Abola, 2 clubs have emerged and offered Benfica 127 million euros for the 2022 World Cup best young player. One of these clubs was Chelsea, while the name of the other remains unknown. Real Madrid have no plans to postpone Jude Bellingham's move for long, so they plan to open official talks with Borussia Dortmund next week. Jude himself has already finally decided to leave Germany next summer. Moreover, the transfer of the Englishman will reportedly cost the champions of Spain 130 million euros with salary included. Nevertheless, according to the Daily Mail, Liverpool have not dropped out of the hunt for Bellingham, still aiming him as a priority signing. Folks, we would like to remind you that new top videos are released on our other projects just because of your support. Click on the links right now and enjoy. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.